Hey everybody, it's Momentary Flux. Welcome back to Factorio. We're still on 17.36. I was busy building my nuclear reactors, but I keep getting attacked up in the north here at the copper outpost, so I'm going to jump on the copper train and go see if we can fix some of that stuff, reinforce the defenses up there, then we'll come back and we'll get nuclear power up and running. Finally, it's only been forever. It's such a tease, the nuclear power. You think, oh wow, look at that attack. You think that you're going to be able to, just get the technology and get it done, but it ends up taking way longer than that. All right, let me jump out here. Yeah, it does look like that I haven't built my wall far enough around, and as we need some repairs here. And it looks like also we're using gun turrets, not laser turrets, so we can switch that out now that we're going to soon, very soon, have more power than we know what to do with. So let's just extend the wall here until I run out. Now I can't imagine them coming in from the side, but you never know. So let's just pop a few of these guys together. As best we can. It looks like this one's finished. Looks like this one's finished too. So I can put one there, and handily enough, I can put one over here. Perfect. Alright, so let's drop some laser turrets here. I built this, I think this might have been the first one that we built. I can't remember. But we're going to defend the hell out of it now. Uh-oh, don't get run over. Never fails. Right when I'm standing on it. Like, I really try to avoid the tracks, but sometimes, and usually the only time I'm standing on is the time I get nailed. Alright, we'll ride the train back and we'll get that nuclear power going. It's very exciting. And then I can really do a lot of work on the factory. I can really get everything converted to electric. We can clean a lot of that old factory up. We can do some moving. It's going to be cool. And we're going to start working on the rocket technologies as well. Right now, I just want artillery just for myself. So that's what's being worked on right now. I would like to start nuking some of those bases out, especially this one that's tormenting us out here. If I could set up some artillery where I could blast those away, that'd be really cool. And if you just excuse me, if you take a moment, man, and just look at this bot madness we got going on here. It's pretty crazy. Anyhow, I'll be able to come back here and get many more roboports going. In fact, while I'm thinking about roboports, and I'm not going to get run over, I want to up the limit on this box so that there's more available. So I'll get that going. So let's go check in on the Covarex process. And you can see there are bot halos around a lot of the roboports. So that definitely, we need tons more roboports. All right, so how are we doing here? So this is up to 61. I think it needs to get up to 80. How many of these do we have? We have 40. I think when this gets up to 80, when it's double the input, it will start to not be able to fill it up all the way. So we still have a few more iterations to go. I'm wondering if I can siphon off a couple of those though, just to get things started. There's a couple more things to do, in fact. I'm wondering if I should just move this stuff over there to the nuclear the nuclear power anyway. Let's make a few blueprints here. I definitely don't need that one. So let's take this one. This will be our little that one. We'll get, this is the most important one here. Okay, we'll get that. And one more. Okay. So I can definitely pick this one up because this isn't really doing anything right now. And that'll give us 40 uranium fuel cells. So we can maybe get the reactor started, but I don't want to get it started until I know that we're going to have a sure supply of uranium-235. And I'm a little leery about moving this one. Maybe at the end of one of the cycles I can pick it up. I can definitely pick this up, no problem. Let's just cancel this out. We'll get rid of this stuff. Put it into storage for a moment. We'll let that finish. Okay, while this is doing its thing here, let's just pick that up. I'll get rid of that. Pick all this up. And I'm waiting for the logistics bots to come pick all this stuff up. I can come back for those boxes later. It's no big deal. So let's head on over to the nuclear area. And we'll put those back down. So what's missing over here? I still haven't made some more heat pipes. So we'll finish that off too. All right. And if I run over here, it should put those heat pipes in place. And there it is, complete. Will it work is the question. All right, so I think what I want to do is I want just above this stuff, we can put down the various things here that we need to keep it running. Keep it all together. So this one is the one that just a general refinement of the raw ore. This is the main one. So let's see here. If I put this here, and I dump everything in there, it should get going. Okay. And then if I put the one next to it, okay, and one more. Do I want to turn it like this? All right. And then one more thing to do here, and I believe it requires a centrifuge. And that's to do this nuclear fuel reprocessing. So we're just barely inside the logistics range. All right, so we're going to request used up fuel canisters and reprocess those into U-238. So that's this little box here of stuff is the whole deal. That's all we need to keep the nuclear power going. That plus the mining way up north. But to be honest, I mean, once you get enough 238 to get the Covarex process started, you're going to go on and on. You're going to last a very long time. All right, so let's see here. If I can divide this up, I could get things started. I'm debating whether or not I should. All right, these guys just keep attacking. Someday the artillery will be done. 32%. All right. So what are we at? 27. Seems awfully low. I'm looking in the logistics network to see if there's any more U-235, the green glowy stuff, but there's not. So it's all in here. So we have 28. And I believe that has to get to like over 40? Or maybe it's 80. I'm not even sure. We'll have to wait and see. I thought we had more than this, though, to be honest. And so this is running efficiency modules. That's fine. That's running speed modules. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. And 29. Well, this keeps improving. I would like to take a couple away from this just to get the power going, but I mean, we're okay right now. So the question is do we do it? Do we start it? Do we see? Can we see this thing if it works or not? But the problem there is, like, if we do start it and I run out of fuel, I can't be taking away from this number until we have a surplus. I don't want to wait. I want to do it. I want to get it running. Because I get this running, then I can take down all the other power, but I have to be dead sure that it's solid and it's going to work. Frustrating. It's strange how this number seems to be varying. I don't even understand how that's possible. So when I did put all the stuff in there was like 60 something, right? So I need to get to 80. Oh no. What's happening there? I have some laser turrets there, but we just got attacked inside our main base. Yikes. I wonder where the heck that came from. Well, I definitely think we're going to need to do some more alien battling here soon. If they get loose inside the base, that's trouble. That's big trouble. And our our pollution footprint is pretty massive at this point. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, though, but you can see the red meatball of death here that's going to be bringing in all the little biters. Yeah. I can't even imagine. I'm not sure how much pollution this is going to make. We'll find out. In theory, it's clean because it's just the nuclear waste that would be the pollution, but I mean, steam doesn't pollute. We'll see. What are we up to now? 32. Keeps cycling around. So let's just watch it through one cycle here real quick. I think is it making 2 each cycle? Or just 1? 33. So it's making 1 per cycle. I mean, technically, these 33 that we have in there are a surplus. So we could pirate from there if we had to. Just as long as we don't use it faster than we make fuel. And I have 40 fuel. That would be 10 each. I think I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these. Put these in here. And that should make 40 more fuel canisters. I mean, we're definitely making it faster than it's going to be used. For sure. No question. So I'm not worried about that. It's just a matter of getting that initial amount. So let's just crank that out. I also want to see the system work once or twice just to make sure. But let's get it started. I can't wait any longer. I'm sure you guys are just tired of me waiting on it too. So let's do it. One more. I think when we threw those in there it was like 23, so we've made like 10 at least since we made the move over here. That should be fine. Should be fine. Alright, there we go. So let's just test the system here. I actually want them to be evenly distributed. So I'm going to distribute them. Yeah, actually I do need to put that in there. Just setting this up for continued use. And then let's just put some in. All right, a little uneven distribution, but that's all right. And now we just watch the temperature of these things rise. And I think the key temperature is 500 centigrade, at which point that will kick off the heat exchangers. And the heat exchangers will create steam, and the steam will rush into the steam turbines and create power. So yeah, with bated breath, I wait because I've set up this entire system without any kind of testing. So I'm really curious and hopeful that it's just going to work right out of the gate. I mean, it looks right. We will see. Looks like they want to hold 5 fuel cells at a time. All right, we're up to 250 degrees. This one looks like it's lagging by a couple of degrees, but not by long. And we've got water all the way through. But we got to keep an eye on that when we start to make steam. 300 degrees. So this says it's consuming 40 megawatts, but it's not really consuming anything that I can tell right now. It should be listed here if it was consuming, but it's not. All right. Well, anyway, our current max is 162. Clearly, that's our current max because we're charging the accumulators. So 162. We'll see what it is after. So 400 degrees. Almost there. And I like this neighbor bonus of 200%. That's pretty cool. So that's why you kind of want to like group these together, is because they get I'm not sure if is it a temperature bonus or a power bonus or what kind of bonus that is, but you get a 200% bonus from having 4 here. Oh, and look, you saw the steam all fire up. And I'll zoom out a little bit, and I can see a couple of the turbines starting to work. Steam going in there. Steam coming in there. It's working. But what we need to see if it's working when it comes fully up online. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So when we used up all the accumulator charge, we were up to 200 and something. So this should be about 400 megawatts to set up here, which is, you know, 3.5 times or 2.5 times what we had complete before. So I think we are good. I think we are absolutely freaking good. So this is up to 36. Just have to keep waiting for that to keep cycling them through. And hopefully we'll have enough fuel to get us through. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that as well. It looks good though. It looks fantastic. So I guess the question is like, do we just get rid of the solar or just leave it there because we're having some attacks down below. Yeah, and this is over in the area that doesn't have any laser turrets, so let's add a couple laser turrets. Am I out of repair kits or what's going on here? I'm wondering why the my personal bots aren't repairing this. Huh, weird. Very weird. Alright, well. Let's put in some laser turrets. We'll leave the regular turrets as backups. We definitely do not want them punching through over here and getting at our nuclear reactor. These things take so many materials to make. That would be a disaster. Right up to 39. Yeah, I don't think the accumulators are going to come into play anymore because we have so much power capacity that they're never gonna be called upon, which is great. But like, it also brings up the thought that they're really not necessary anymore. I am so freaking happy that we got this one running finally. Just this one last bit here. So we're at 40. If my theory holds correct that it's double, this should start spilling over into a surplus into this chest, and then when 20 of those build up into the chest, they'll be thrown into the logistics system, and then when it's in the logistics system, they'll be requested here. They'll make fuel. Fuel will be distributed here, and that will be that. So we have finally have some fuel canisters that should be being brought up here for recycling, and there they go. So that's another system checked. All right, let's take a look at this. So 41. Let's see how it is after this one cycle here. Take a look. Also, let's take a look at the water. So water here is 113. Water here is empty, but rising. That's fascinating. I wonder why it did that just as I hovered over it. I mean, these are all connected, so you would think steam shouldn't matter all that much. I mean, we're getting a hefty surplus of steam. All these are filling up pretty quick. 14K now. So yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're good. I think that the solar... I think when the solar's running in the daytime, that's the priority. Like, it takes first from the solar, then from the steam turbines, then from the accumulators. So we have less draw during the day on the turbines, which might be why this was blank at night. We'll take a look at nighttime and see what that looks like. All right, we're up to 43 here, so it didn't cycle over like I thought. So I guess it must be going to 80. So we headed up towards 80. We'll see. Either that or the stack inserter just holds so many that it throws them in there regardless. I want to see how this is at night. So we're stable at 60.9 right now. 44. I got 11 left there. Got 19 left there. So those are... It takes a while, it looks like, to eat one of the fuel cells. 44. $45. Okay, well, it's just going to continue to go up, I guess. I'm probably going to have to pilfer a few of those at some point, because we're going to need more fuel in case. But I guess there's a possibility that this one, it may produce some U-235. Who knows? I could just sit here and watch this stuff. I know I need to build some more things, and I will, but it's pretty fascinating. This is a new system for me. I haven't seen this before. All right, so now that we're dropping off with the solar panels, I want to check on this water supply as things go down and the load increases on the nuclear. So it looks like we're about 150, 160 megawatts total. Yeah, more like 140. It fluctuates a lot. Getting attacked again. And the water looks like it's stable. It must have just been like the fact that I hovered over it or something. I don't know. But everything looks good there. So the only thing remaining is just this whole fuel question. Excuse me. So I'm curious. All right. I'm going to take 6 more. And so we're going to run it through the system just to see. Waiting for those bots to come down here. What the bots should do is they should take it from here, take it to there, make some fuel, and then disperse it to the requests down there at the actual reactors. All right, there goes one. I wonder how it decides which one to go to. I mean, it didn't go to the one with the least amount, that's for sure. And they're all requesting 50. I wonder if I should reduce this down to 20. Let's just copy 20 around. I don't want all of them going to one of them, right now, especially. So let's reduce that to 20. All right, well that seems to be working fine. So the only thing remaining is that, and I guess I can just come back to that at a later point. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start working on the more wholesale on the factory itself, refine things, move things around, get everything converted to electricity, try to get rid of our dependency on coal, except for the few things that need coal, like I think it's hand grenades, plastic, and whatnot. Yeah, and just get everything converted. We have got plenty of power now. I also might have to do a little alien battling. We also need to start looking at how to make a rocket. All right, well anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll be back next time with a lot more actual work going on. We'll see you then. Take it easy.